Good morning. My name is Alexander Linden, but please call me Alex. I was born in the little village of Fisherton, just down the coast from here, on the 22nd of April, 1886. I was the eldest son of my mother Jane and my father Hugh. My father was a ploughman, which meant that we moved about a lot as he looked for work. By the time I was 2, we were living in Daly, but when I was 6, we were living near Alloway. I went to Alloway School until I was 13 years old, leaving the school in March 1900. Shortly after that, my father and my mother moved back to Fisherton. They had 6 children by now, so I left home to get a job. My father was a ploughman at the time at Ballig Farm on the Carrick Hills, and that's where I worked. I was a servant and I got accommodation on the farm. After a bit, I left the farm and got a job as a coal miner at Ochiltree. It was there that I met Jane Cleland, and in 1907, I just turned 21, we got married. Jane already had a 2-year-old boy called William, and together we had 2 more sons, Hugh and Robert. Although sadly, Robert died of meningitis when he was only 15 months old. After we'd been married, just for a few years, Jane caught tuberculosis and died, leaving me with the 2 boys. Just a year later, though, I married Jane McCrory, and the following year, 1914, we had a wee girl, Susan. When war broke out, like so many other young men, I joined the army. In my case, the Royal Scots Fusiliers. We were mobilised in air on the 4th of August 1914, and after training we set sail from Liverpool on the 21st of May 1915. There was a lot of excitement as we guessed where we would be going, but I don't think many of us guessed it would be Turkey. That's where we ended up, fighting the Turks at Gallipoli. We landed on the beach on the 6th of June. Well, you probably don't need me to tell you what it was like. We were shelled, machine gunned for months on end, but we also had to endure the heat, the flies and the constant sickness. The Royal Scots Fusiliers lost over 200 dead and over 300 wounded. By the end of 1915, it was decided to evacuate us. But just before we left, on the 29th of December, I was badly wounded in action. I was put on a ship to be transferred to Malta. But on the 14th of January 1916, I died of my wounds, still on the ship. I was 29 years old. I am buried in the Pieta Cemetery in Malta, and my name is inscribed on the Alloway School Memorial and the War Memorial in Colmanel.